Jen and Jacob have bought a couple properties from California. So now they have 4 units in Baltimore. And so we're super excited that Jacob is back on the East Coast to check in on his properties and can show us what they got.
Hey, Jacob, how's it
Khalil,
going?
Kira, good to see you.
Good
Thanks for
to
making
see
time.
you.
Come on in, please. This is a single family house. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths upstairs.
Okay.
So actually, we are thinking about adding a little half bath at some point down. We just think it would help, you know, better the flow of the house. But I was hoping like we could maybe box this in, put a little door here, and then, you know, just a toilet and a sink for a half bath. Again, you know, we're trying to find the balance of not over renovating, but but if, you know, it would help the space flow better.
So are you thinking just long-term, like, for sale value? Is that your issue? Because I'm going to say don't put it in.
Okay. Oh, the half bath.
The half bath.
Okay.
Yeah. So what is
the intent right now is a long-term rental.
Remind me, when did you buy it and what you bought it for?
We got it in, I think we ended up closing in August.
In August.
We got it for 86.
86. And then when did you do it next year?
June, I believe.
Yeah, like June, July, something like that. It's so funny because everyone's always like, if I'm not in Baltimore, how do I buy a house in Baltimore? I'm like, Jen Jacob bought one in like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Bought
Well,
2.
and this one actually got pushed to like a whole month because the city was so behind on liens that we actually would have closed on this one probably a month sooner.
Yeah.
Wow. These bedrooms are really tall.
Yeah, it's super high ceilings.
They should have split the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you could tell the floors. This was a nice surprise actually.
Yeah, this is really
I pulled
nice.
it up yesterday. And I was like, this looks salvageable to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they
Yeah.
feel solid.
Yep.
So, and the downstairs, the main floor is the same deal, same floors. So.
Good. The one piece of advice I would give is when you sand it and finish it again, just make it just a little bit darker to hide any kind of imperfection, things
okay.
like that. Yeah, just some food for thought.
So there's a dip right here. So depending on what's going on with the wood right there,
Contractor actually pulled it up yesterday here, and it looked fine, surprisingly. He said he expected a water stain.
just double check it and make sure that there wasn't previous water damage or there's not like a joist thing, because that tile looks kind of double, tripled up right there.
Yeah.
That tile's pretty high. So then you're also going to need, there's a couple layers of tile. So you might also need like a bridge here so it's not a tripping hazard if you're gonna do the hardwood.
Some kind of like threshold step up or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Exactly.
I know, this is an interesting one. You can come and see this bathroom. It's a jacuzzi tub, which, you know, and it's funny, there's actually a little door there, access door underneath, and this is not actually structurally supported. So they're saying if you fill this up with water and put someone in there, you don't know if that thing's gonna hold up. This roofing needs to be repaired.
Yeah, this makes me uncomfortable. It does. It makes me
And it's not really
uncomfortable.
like a nice feature, like you can't really sell it as a nice little deck when it's this flooring, you know?
Yeah.
So one thing that they do, and I'm squeezed out here, there's like a walkable membrane. Instead of putting the wood down for the floor, they can build the deck in a way where the membrane is actually, it's a little thicker, it's a little more hard, it's meant to be walked on.
The same conversation we had about the electric wires.
Okay.
I know I'm short, but usually, what is it, 6 feet?
Yeah, something like that. Somebody could touch that corner right there.
Yeah, so they might make you, so like what you could do, because you have that thing up there that kind of comes out.
extension arm,
Yeah, you like connect it to that instead, or like
okay.
put it further out.
Yeah, again, not overdo it, but do it right. You know?
Yeah, of course, right.
kind of our
It's a balance.
mentality.
Yeah, you want to have a really nice house and product and have people like take pride in where they live for sure, but don't overdo it.
Right. Doing it from a distance is a little bit more challenging when, you know, we ask certain questions and we're not necessarily getting the answers the way we're hoping to get them. But,
Yeah.
So that's why this trip was important for me to come,
Of course.
because we were hoping to, you know, clear the whole rental license, lead inspection on that building, and then pretty much like give the, you know, go full bore on renovations and just get it rented, you know. That was kind of the thought. Yeah, this is the room where I didn't realize how low it was.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there was some mold issues that we actually remediated a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
The windows apparently are trapping some moisture in there, so we were gonna either put glass brick or some other replacement window. So this would be a good question for you. Is my thinking was, I was hearing that you don't want to make those glass brick because they need to be openable so you can get out. But if it's restrictive ceiling height, it's not a bedroom anyway,
Yeah.
or even a living space at all.
Exactly.
So I said, let's just glass brick it. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's not going to be the reason why it's not a habitable space.
Exactly. Yeah, no, you can glass block when it's not a
Okay.
bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And glass block is safer too. So what I would also do is get a humidifier and just keep that running over and over again. So
Yeah,
your
this-
dehumidifier could go right into this main line.
But do you need it up front?
Anywhere in the basement, as long as the doors are open, it'll get that moisture out and keep it out, so you don't have to worry about mold.
Yeah, in this basement, you know, it was already cracking up, and the inspectors were pointing it out. And then once we broke it up, I mean, it was only like an inch, maybe 2 in some spots. So we actually scraped it down a little bit,
Okay.
put a vapor barrier, plastic
Nice.
sheet.
Yep, good deal.
We were thinking of paving a parking pad. I don't know if that's necessary in your opinion. Yeah,
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that
Okay.
adds value because off-street parking is always helpful.
and especially with the front street is pretty busy. It is very busy. It's very busy. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, I
Parking
actually like
pad,
that idea.
slope it right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is
No, I like that idea a lot. To do a parking pad back
Yep.
here.
So
off-street parking is huge. That would be good.
I'm just saying this. I'm not saying take the roof off. Okay.
okay.
Okay. So I would just make sure that you're protecting that, seal that, because that's clearly going to be an issue. I don't care if it's silver on top or not, but that wood is not good. So when you're thinking about like how you're budgeting and we talk about building reserves and your CapEx and all that kind of stuff, I would put that money aside to redo the roof.
Inching the ball down the field every day,
Yeah.
and we're getting there. Like we have a goal of we had a goal of acquiring 2 to 3 properties before the end of the year. We did that.
Yep.
So next is, we want to get these properties stabilized and rented out before the end of the year.
Yep.
We're up against it on that one, but we're pushing, We'll see
Yeah.
what we can accomplish. Yeah, we'll see
Yeah.
what we can accomplish.
No, thanks for coming out, and kudos to you guys from getting stuff done from California. That's a lot of people can make excuses on trying to pull it all together, but you guys were like, I'm making it happen. Let me ask all the questions, get everything done, and be able to dive in and get it done.
Just had a fantastic walkthrough with Jacob and his property. So excited for him. So he's at a place where it's mostly cosmetic. There's some things that we pointed out and some advice that we gave that he's going to take. And I think he is well on the way to continuing to grow his real estate journey.
Yeah, what's really important for him being from Cali is building his team. So he's a really solid property manager that is helping him manage all the projects and make sure he has the right people on board, things getting done. So, building your team is really key when you're out of state. So we leveraged NEXTGen and then really starting to build those relationships to make sure his properties were being managed well so he can turn it from vacant into cash flow.